Thanks for starting off the first full week of February with me on tonight's program. Among other things, a viewing area man business owner indicted for sexual abuse and human trafficking and other charges. We'll talk about that. We will most certainly talk about your weather. There's a big storm, and it will make its way not just over much of the U.S., but into our part of the world towards the latter part of your 7-day. And conditions like we're going to see again tomorrow, will not be a full week's long event. Hornet highlights from Friday night's big district matchup where the boys were hosting Martin County. I have a structure fire that took place Friday night. I just now gathered some information on and a host of other news to leave you with before I leave you this evening. As far as your weather forecast, another beautiful day in the 60s tomorrow. Breezy but sunny with showers in the forecast and some flakes as well by the time Wednesday and definitely into your Thursday rolls around, and then it's back to colder conditions. Your updated 7-day in just a few moments. There's a meeting that has been scheduled. We were told to expect it in one of our most recent updates. I know that the Department of Transportation told us they were going to set it for sometime towards the latter part of February, and they have. A public informational meeting has now been scheduled for Tuesday, that's the 21st of this month, here in Sagersville regarding the Magoffin-Floyd County section of the Mountain Parkway expansion. It's going to be from 5:30 to 7:30 here at the Magoffin County High School. It's going to be an open house format with the latest maps and exhibits and all the information they have available to the public about the four landing from Sagersville on to Prestonsburg. And of course, project engineers will be there to answer any questions you might have. They'll be providing information about the preliminary alignment, the cross-country alignment, as we were told at last update, of the preferred segment of the Mountain Parkway, and that date will be, again, Tuesday the 21st. I'll remind you as it gets closer, and of course we'll be there and have a report to follow. One of the last reports I had for you before I left you for the weekend was, of course, that shooting that took place in Floyd County. We knew at the time it was an officer-involved shooting. He had no official word from authorities, but we had our own in-house personnel who were at or near the scene when it happened, and we were understanding, of course, that it turned out to be a fatality, and indeed that was the case, as the still ongoing investigation indicates that Glenn Edward Bays, I believe from the Floyd County area, was the man who died as a result of the officer-related shooting. It happened, as I told you, late last week as the result of a domestic situation, which is where it all began. Authorities were responding, found the vehicle in question, and after making a traffic stop right across from Pop's Chevrolet, they questioned the individual, and on attempting to take him into custody, he either pulled his weapon, or threatened the officers, with one of the troopers responding by firing his issued weapon, striking the individual, who was pronounced dead at the scene again a short time later by the Floyd County Coroner's Department. Deputy Coroner, I believe it was, Chuck Hall, to be precise. The investigation by the Kentucky State Police Critical Incident Response Team does continue at this time. Of course, 23 was shut down from, I believe it was around 3:30 that afternoon, all the way up until around 8 o'clock that night. A Magoffin County family lost their home and essentially all of their belongings Friday night. I only have a few details right now, but I did just get off the phone a few moments ago with Sagersville Fire Chief Paul Howard, and he did confirm that they responded to the structure fire off of Burning Fork near Jim Arnott Branch there. I don't have the exact road name, but I do believe that, according to Fire Chief Paul Howard, the Jenkins residents, George and Sherry Jenkins, is the residents in question. He says that they had just actually left a few moments before the fire was reported to run just to town to pick something up, and a family member / neighbor who lives next door and actually called to alert them that the fire had begun. It was a total loss for the Jenkins' family between fire, smoke, and water damage. Very few personal belongings were able to be salvaged. No injuries were reported first and foremost. Chief Howard says it appears as though this was an electrical fire. Some sort of a short actually within the breaker box caused fires to ignite in a couple of different, maybe even more than that, locations throughout the residence. It's still being determined as to whether or not that was the cause, but that is their preliminary information at this time. Again, the Jenkins residence was a total loss due to fire, smoke, and water damage, and very few, if any, personal belongings were able to be retrieved. If we can get some more information that we need to pass along, I will certainly do so on tomorrow's program. I'll be right back.
AppalachianWireless.com is here to make your life easier and save you money. Sign in or create a self-care account to pay bills, view usage, or check contract dates. You can also apply for paperless billing and auto pay to save up to $5 per phone per month on postpaid plans. Forward pay customers, you can also renew or change your plans and pay your bills online as well. It's self-care at AppalachianWireless.com because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you all the ways you could ever need to tell your heart of hearts Happy Valentine's Day at the seasonal shop, with candies that are more than just sweet, and pins and necklaces, earrings and bracelets to go with all of these lovely designs in pinks and reds. And absolutely something for him too, something super cool from Ridge and Holler, for example. There's a perfect brewmate for whatever beverage you're enjoying at work or play, and more, and only at the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't let Mother Nature be the one to remind you about your tires. Stop by Conley Tire and let them make sure that you're safe in getting from A to B. Tires, wheels, oil changes, brake repair, and maintenance. And be sure to click on ConleyTire.net for all the latest offers with 6 months no interest payments at Conley Tire or ConleyTire.net. Ratliff & Ratliff Family Dentistry, locally and family owned since 1969, is now proudly providing treatment for headaches, jaw and muscle pain. They offer trigger point therapy along with Botox to effectively treat and reduce symptoms of TMJ pain. And Dr. Beth Ann, member of the American Academy of Facial Aesthetics, also offers Botox therapy and dermal fillers for all of your cosmetic needs. Call 349-2812 to schedule an appointment and allow their highly trained and friendly staff to take care of all your dental and cosmetic needs. Someone dies in the U.S. every 7 minutes from an overdose, and over half of the population gets or takes pills from a friend or relative. And about 46 million and counting are exposed to narcotics in their drinking water. So don't toss them, flush them, or leave them lying around. Safely dispose of your unneeded meds anytime at Parkway Pharmacy,
where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
A lot happening and a lot not happening in regards to Hornet basketball. I've got my maroon on for no need tonight. Game's been canceled, and maybe another one tomorrow as well. I'll get you updated today on the schedule, and we'll go back to Friday night's big game in just a few moments. First, though, a viewing area business owner was jailed over the course of the weekend on an indictment out of Lawrence County. This man, says the grand jury there, was to be jailed on sexual abuse and human trafficking charges, as well as one for theft. Govindal Patel, 62, of Louisa, formerly of India, I am told by our Louisa Big Sandy News Office personnel, owns the Budget Inn in Louisa, and court records and citations indicate that he was jailed actually Friday morning and posted bond Friday evening on charges of promoting human trafficking, sexual abuse in the third degree, and what appears to be a separate case of theft by unlawful taking. The indictment itself names the 2 counts of sexual abuse in the third degree and human trafficking, saying that on around June the 21st of last year and November the 7th of last year, both incidences happening in Lawrence County, he committed the offense of sexual abuse in the third by subjecting another person to sexual conduct without their consent. And then on November the 7th, he committed the offense of criminal attempt to human traffic by acting with the kind of, or namely attempting to subject a female to engage in forced services or commercial sexual activity through the use of fraud or coercion. The theft by unlawful taking charge comes from an arrest warrant through Lawrence County Court that says that he allegedly took property from one individual and hid it in a closet, denying that he had any knowledge about it with that property being recovered upon the execution of a search warrant. No other information about the type of property or anything else was given, but as a result, he faces a count of theft by unlawful taking by the Louisa Police Department. A lot to talk about in basketball still to come, and your weather right now. A birthday begins tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. Well, not so fast, actually. That birthday wish is for tomorrow, so forgive me. We'll pick that up on tomorrow's program. Just a quick reminder, since I goofed, movie night Saturday, March the 4th for the McGoffin County Special Olympics friends and families. Come and sign up if you're a student athlete 8 years of age or older, of any age, and if you're an adult who'd like to be a part of the program, well, they'd like to have you there too. Sign-ups will be at 6. The movie starts at 7. They're going to have all sorts of cool refreshments and snacks, and everything is free start to finish all season long, every season with Special Olympics in McGoffin County. And you know what else is free? That's right, community calendar. Birthdays and anniversaries too. You just got to tell me so I can tell everyone else. Monday's funeral service announcements tonight, always provided by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Start with services, which have been set for tomorrow at 1. For Norma Lee Mans Stevens, 78 of Sagersville, who passed away Friday, the daughter of the late Cleve and Ruby Mae Mans. She survived by her 2 sons, William Cleve Porter and Keith Porter, daughters Penny Jordan, Sheila Ferguson, Jamie Lee Porter, Sandra Lee Jordan, and her sisters Emma Jean Prater, Wilma Juniper, and 15 grandkids, and a number of great-grandchildren. Norma is preceded in death by her husband John and her brothers Hurley Mans and Sherman Mans, and her sisters Martha Porter and Nanny Marshall. Again, services tomorrow at 1 from the Tip Top United Baptist Church. Services have been set for Wednesday at 2 for Ernest Lee Keaton, 61 of Sagersville, who passed away Saturday, the son of the late Sylvia Marcel Gibson Keaton and Steve Keaton. He is survived by his father, his loving companion Donna Cox, sons Ernest Keaton Jr., Michael Farmer, and his daughters Sylvia Keaton, Tony Ellen Cox, and brothers Luther and Raymond Keaton, and sisters Lucy Keaton, Roberta Lynn Nichols, and 10 grandchildren. Services are going to start Wednesday at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Friends can visit the funeral home tomorrow evening after 5. And I'm told arrangements are incomplete at this hour, but to be announced soon. On behalf of 46-year-old Benny McKenzie of Sagersville, who passed away Sunday at his home.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Sayersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot related, relief is just one step away.
Welcome to Hope Family Podiatry Center, where we take care of all of your podiatric needs.
Located on the Parkway next to Hope Pediatrics. The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy, the convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service, and the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown good neighbor pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Fraser's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that. Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them. A at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank.
You've read about him in the books. You've seen him at the movies. Everyone loves Paddington Bear. The charming, accident-prone, marmalade-loving bear is headed to the Mountain Arts Center on February 27th. This hilarious, fun-filled comedy is filled with mischief, mayhem, and a whole lot of mess. A hysterical show for the whole family to enjoy. Don't miss Paddington Gets in a Jam. Get your tickets today at macarts.com. This presentation is partially sponsored by the Kentucky Arts Council.
Yeah, a lot happening and not happening as far as Hornet basketball is concerned. I've got a couple of cancellations to pass along to you. I am not going to see the game tonight, nor is anyone else, because it is one of a couple right now that's been canceled this week already. But more on that in a few seconds. Right now, let's go to the McGoffin County High School, where, as I told you when I was leaving you Friday, I was to get my things together and make my way there for a big, important district matchup. The Hornets hosting the top-seeded district and team in the region, the Martin County Cardinals. This is how I found that game. 30-19 at the half. McGoffin County's inbounding to start the second half, and Aiden Barnett brings it in and then brings it home. McGoffin County opens up the second half with 7 unanswered points. It's 37-19 there. And here we have Zane Whitaker with the rebound. Zane Whitaker with the dribble down. And Zane Whitaker with the two-hander off the glass as he pushed it on out to a 41-19 lead, McGoffin County. As the third quarter wound down, Martin County looks for the last-second shot, but they miss the jumper, get the rebound, there's a scramble. They come up with it and let it fly with less than a second on the clock, and that buzzer beater cut the 22-point Hornet lead in half at the third quarter buzzer. And just like that, the Cardinals flip the script. Luke Hale drills the outside shot to open up the last quarter. Dre Duff makes a solid steal, and Hale sinks the same shot from the other side. And guess who and guess from where that shot pulls Martin County within 6. But that would be as close as the Martin County Cardinals would get to McGoffin County. Zane Whitaker scoops this one up. Then Whitaker to Barnett off the glass, and Salyer with the follow-up. Hornets plus 10. Grayson to Zane for 2 more. And McGoffin County kept hammering on the Martin County Cardinals, the number 1 team in the 15th region.
A huge win for us because now we're tied for first place in the district. We only have the Johnson Central game left on February the 10th. We encourage everybody to come out. We're going to have a great crowd here on February the 10th when we play Johnson Central. It's senior night, so more of a reason to get out here and support these kids.
And this actually put McGoffin County the number 1 seed in the 57th district right now. Coach Castle saying that we were tied for first place with Martin County. However, one of their district wins was in an outside regular play game, so that puts McGoffin County at 4-1 in the 57th. Martin County's right now at 3-1. They've got 2 more district games left, that being Johnson Central and Paintsville, while McGoffin County's just got 1 more district game to go, that being Johnson Central. McGoffin County currently your number 1 seed in the 57th, and they got there by playing a lot of defense Friday night.
Just play defense, rebound. We know they can shoot. Match up to the shooters, and just win the game. That's all we got to do. So
I came down the hallway tonight and I heard we're playing defense. That was the first thing I heard before I came in. Is that really what made a big difference to you guys think tonight? And before all of that fun was had by Hornets and Hornet fans, Aiden Barnett recognized for achieving 2,500 points. That's 2,500 points being recognized, and that's 2,500 points and still counting.
It just means the world. I've had these guys support me the whole way, and this feels good.
The Hornets were to be hosting Letcher County tonight. Letcher County had to cancel. They were to be hosting East Ridge tomorrow night. That boys' game also canceled. So right now, next on schedule, and I'm holding up my parentheses when I say that, we'll be hosting Johnson Central in that all-important district game this Friday night. So Coach Castle saying he's trying to get some games worked in between now and then, but it's just kind of a wait and see, and indeed we will. Lady Hornets had a big win over the course of the weekend. Absolutely a road game Saturday, and a win 45-24 over Jackson. 2 wins in a row. They won 3 out of their last 4. Lady Hornets are set to be on the road at Cordia this Thursday. Tip-off set for 6 o'clock. Now, for some other stats and numbers, let's go to your Licking Valley RECC 7-day. Yeah, we've got a mess coming this way, potentially a big storm system affecting a lot of the nation, but not right now. Not us right now, anyway. Partly cloudy skies, a very light easterly wind, 6 miles per hour, so it will be becoming calm here during the course of your overnight. So close to 40 nighttime lows, much more favorable than what we have seen. Tomorrow we'll warm it up to 61 degrees. Now keep in mind, it will be breezy. It most definitely will. Southwesterly winds anywhere from 8 to 10 to 30 mile per hour. Gusted time, so breezy, but partly sunny and 61. Don't hear any complaints. We do have tomorrow night, however, really during the overnight, 2, 3 in the a.m., our next chance of some showers out and ahead of that system. That's going to give us some moisture possibly for days. 30% chance of showers tomorrow during the overnight, early morning hours into your Wednesday. We're going to hold on to close to 60 degrees, around 59 or so, but more clouds than sun, and a 40 to 60% chance of showers Wednesday night and into your Thursday. And Thursday, still a lot of warm air with this system, 66 degrees, mid-60s, but, with that, showers likely mainly before 11 a.m., but then they will, I think, part. We might actually see sunny skies, some breezy conditions, but 66 and sunny before Thursday afternoon is over. I'm for it. So much certainly I am for it. Partly cloudy that night, only a 20% chance of showers before 8 or so. And then Friday, then it's back to a bit of a wintry pattern. 54 and 31, your high, your low. We have a 20% chance of showers in the morning, and Friday night, a chance of rain, maybe some snow showers after 2 or 3 in the a.m., some flurries lingering into your Saturday morning when we'll maybe hit 39 for daytime highs for the first half of your weekend. Mostly cloudy skies thereafter, I think, for much of your Saturday. And then 23 that night for your low. And then for the latter half of your weekend, it will be sunny. Looks to be calm, clear, and sunny, and 48 degrees, so not a bad Sunday in store, certainly. We'll start off next week, Monday, close to mid-50s, partly sunny skies. Right now, nothing more than a few sprinkles in the mix. So, more on the weather, more on Hornet basketball, more on, a lot of news that you're only going to see here when I see you back here starting tomorrow night at 6 and or 11. Thank you for watching.